sound?
Yeah, I can hear you. Let me check the stream, make sure shit comes up and all that.
Dude, this headset is like the best bargain I've ever spent. I see people buy like $50 headsets and it sounds like shit and crackles. My Chinese headset sounds flawless and I spent like $7 on it.
It's crazy, man. Some of that shit is really fucking good, man. It's just a dime a dozen, man.
Okay, the audio on my ears, they sound shitty, like dollar store headphones, tinny, you sound like you're out of a can, but I don't care about that. I care about my vocals, like the actual mic part, which you could bend and shit. It sounds tolerable, sir. A lot of my videos I use this thing. I just wear my earphones around my neck, but put the talk piece like up to my mouth.
Just making sure this shit's changed. Blah blah blah. Hold on. Just making sure this shit's good.
Absolutely. Let me turn down my video game. Ah, you cunt. It's weird though. You're only on the right side, or this headphone only works on the right side. I wish I could make it like a una headset where it's just half. Like I have one ear open to hear other things. Jesus Christ. Why didn't RPG want to join in? He busy?
I don't know. He's not like. Anyway, we're fucking live now. Anyway, yo, what up, ladies and gentlemen? Kamikaze Soundwaves with fucking black metal motherfucking gamer. What the fuck is good?
Hey, what's up, everybody? Black Metal Gamer here on a Friday night for once. I'm usually working, so it's nice to have a freebie week, a freebie day.
Yeah, man. Jared, what the fuck I'm talking about? Retro Bro, man. He wasn't down for the night, man. I mean, understandably, he's got other obligations and shit. But I wasn't trying to throw no shade or nothing, man. But I'm ready to fucking talk some shit up, man. Especially what the fuck you're playing right now, man. I got so much shit to talk about it, dude. Like I got so much shit to talk about it. I just really want to fucking talk about it, man. Fucking Cuphead. God almighty, dude. I'm not gonna lie. You were I think last week, me and Retro Bro did like our little live show, and you said like game of the year for Xbox. I was like, dude, what the fuck is this dude drinking? And there's no fucking way. There's no way this game is like that, dude. Okay, honest time. Didn't buy into the hype. Didn't care. Fucking said $20 is $20. I picked it up, man. I am fucking obsessed. I'm fucking obsessed. It's so good. It's so fucking good, man. The simplicity.
It bitch slapped the crown from Sonic and took it.
Dude, man, it's the simplicity, like, to know that, like, all right, so my whole thing is, like, on average, it takes me, like, 45 minutes a boss to learn their strategy, and I just love how you progressively, every time you play, you just do a little bit better, do you eventually get that KO? I swear to God, when I hear KO, like, I fucking cream a little bit, dude.
It's the equivalent of getting a TKO in Punch-Out. Like, if you beat Mike Tyson or Mr. Sandman's ass, you hit him with a little sliver of health, you knock that motherfucker down, and he goes, TKO. You're like, yes!
Yes!
You get that same achievement.
Exactly, man. It feels so fucking good, dude. It feels so good, man. It's so fucking satisfying, dude. It's hard to put into words, man. But like, I mean, just all that time and effort you put into that boss to like learn their fucking maneuvers, left, right, etc., etc. You fucking get up in that ass and you hear that KO. Oh my God, dude, it's so fucking good. I mean, like I said, man, I was sleeping on it. I'm not gonna front, man. I was sleeping on it, but I'm glad I woke up on it, man. It's good fucking shit, dude.
Oh, definitely, man.
But what level are you on right now?
I'm on World 3, so I'm like in the Devil's like casino world.
How many levels are there? There's 5 levels, right?
There's 3 worlds, but a 4th final. Maybe I don't know what it is. There's a final boss, but there's 3 major worlds, so it's not too long. But it seems longer because they're really well crafted and the bosses are creative. There's 17 bosses, so for $20 for 17 bosses, and let's get real. That's the real meat of the bone of the game. It's not about the run and gun levels. Those are just to, do your best to collect coins so you can upgrade your character.
Yeah. But yeah, man, I'm fucking digging the fuck out of it, man. You know, I was so intrigued by it, man. I was even at work. I was like, hey, people don't even really talk about video games. I was like, hey, man, you heard this game Cuphead? Like, I just wanted to fucking talk about it with somebody, man. It's kind of dark too. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, I mean, it's got, you know, a little zany like 30s cartoon shit. But I mean, like, really, the premise of it is kind of fucking dark. Like, you're just going around like killing people so you don't get to fucking die. You know, I mean, there's a little bit of a dark tone there.
It's like Cup Souls, like Dark Souls. When you beat a boss, you collect their soul.
Hey, JRPG, what's up, man? Hey, you want to join this conversation, man? You're absolutely welcome, sir. If you want to, if you're on Skype, if not, completely understandable. No love lost. But if you want to join the call, man, you're more than fucking welcome, sir.
Ask him how I sound on his stream. Am I clear? I should check chat. I'm just lazy.
Oh, dude, don't even get on me on that one. JRPG, man, how everything sounds good? No, on my end, you sound great. No issues.
Perfection. Now that I know that I can plug my headset into my phone and use it as a talk, dude, the Switch online's irrelevant, or at least for the chat.
Yeah, man, I bought a gaming headset not too long ago. Man, it's great though. I mean, I just need to download Skype on my phone, man, so I can fucking like do that. Because I know it sounds terrible, man, but I'm addicted to cigarettes, man. I smoke about a pack of cigarettes a day. So it's when I do these like things online, I always have to like vape or whatever the fuck these things, like these e-cigarettes. It just doesn't do the trick, man. I don't need to kick it, man. But I smoke about a pack a day. It like literally controls me.
I only smoke when I drink. When I'm sober, I don't have the desire to, but right now I have Swisher Sweets, so I'm good.
Yeah. So man, yeah, man. Do you still hold true to that statement, bro? Because I think you might hit the nail on the head, brother, man. I think that might fucking be Xbox. Well, it's gonna be indie game of the year. There's no question about that shit.
We have one more exclusive coming for Xbox. That's Super Lucky's Tale. Unless that like beats the shit out of like Crash Insane Trilogy as a kick-ass platformer, you know, that could have a chance, but I doubt it. Yeah, I'd say Cuphead will be this game of the year because this is the most sparse year for Xbox. Let's get real.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing, man, and this is a question I wanted to ask you, and I guarantee you, like, you're probably loaded on this one, but when people, I think I've seen you post about this, like on Facebook and et cetera, does it really like get under your skin when people like just compare shit to Dark Souls? Because like, you know, like that's your game, like that's kind of like your thing. Like it's not for me, it doesn't work. But like when everybody's like, oh, Cuphead's like the Dark Souls of whatever, et cetera, like does that really bother you? Because I know like no, that's your niche.
I think it's idiotic for like paid journalists and magazines to say shit like that. I just think it's a funny meme. Dark Souls always had like a funny trollish community, even back when the first game came out in 2011. Mm-hmm. So this is just a new meme. The irony that the game with full of memes became a meme in itself. I actually think it's great. Yes. Like I said though, if you seriously mean that, and you put that in your review as your statement, you're an idiot. That's like me saying, like, Mahjong is the Sim City of fucking tactical board games. Like, huh? The fuck?
No, I got you. No, I don't think Cuphead is, like, really difficult in any way, shape, or form. I think that is challenging. I think challenging and difficult have become so, like, meshed in between because I think in our day and age, yeah, like, everybody's so, like, just a little bit of a challenge means it's difficult. Like challenging and difficult are two fucking separate entities. And Cuphead is challenging. Dark Souls is difficult. You know what I mean?
I compare Cuphead to like a hard Contra. It's like a great comparison would be like Contra Hard Corps on the Genesis. That's a very hard game where you got to learn the levels and patterns.
No, fair enough. Yeah. But this one, I just think like the pacing of like the levels, et cetera, is just perfect, man. It's just they're just short. They're just short enough to like not make you want to like break shit. And it just like it also like when you end, it kind of like lets you know like where you stand, like how far or how good you did. I think that goes a long fucking way. If it was just like, oh, you lost and like you didn't know where you kind of like stood in that match, I think that would drive me even crazier. But I think everything so far with the game is like it's mapped out perfectly to like let you know where you stand, how far you got, et cetera, et cetera. I think everything about it, man, it's just fucking amazing.
Yeah, it's brilliant, dude. I love it. I love the animation too. Here's my best way to describe the game. It's like Contra meets Gunstar Heroes had an orgy with like Sega Virgin Disney titles and just meshed it all in one. This is like the evolution of what I wanted in a Sega platformer.
No, yeah, agreed. Yeah.
Like I could totally see this being on the Dreamcast if it stayed successful.
Retro Bro, man. Hey, man. You're playing Cuphead now? Hey, man. I look, dude. Hey, look, man. I wasn't trying to like throw no shade, bro, man.
It.
Yeah, but now I was like, you know, he does the show tonight. I was like, man, I gotta talk about this fucking game. Like, I gotta talk about it now. Like, I gotta talk about it with somebody, man. I'm so fucking enthralled by it, man. It really just gripped me by the balls out of nowhere. Like, I just wasn't looking out of nowhere. Like, my ball just got gripped really hard. No, I mean, it's fucking amazing, man. I'm really super impressed. And then, even so, because like this is like not my type of game, like it's not my type of genre, et cetera, et cetera. But man, I really dig it, dude.
Yeah, you're not really an indie retro platformer 2D guy. Like you had your iffiness even about like Sonic, but like this game, I think wipes the floor with Sonic. God damn, I got killed.
Yeah. And Sonic's all right, man. I actually went back and played it. Like I think we talked about, like I think it was like a game that I needed to play off camera, and I did that, and I enjoyed it a lot more. Actually, a hell of a lot more. Do I still think it's justified of like the praise that it got? Nah, not really. But I mean, it's solid. I mean, I don't hate it. I don't love it. I think it's a pretty fucking solid fucking Sonic 2D game. I mean, it's great. I mean,
well, here's how it is for me. We've been needing a solid Sonic game for years, but we don't have to have it. We have 5 Sonic platformers from the past. And 6 if you include like Sonic 4 or Sonic Generations. So we had that fix already. I want something new, and Cuphead's a new, unique experience. So that's why it takes the throne for like one of my favorite indies of this year. We'll see how Sonic Forces goes. That comes out fucking like a week after Mario, like late October, maybe early November.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to give my hopes up.
Yeah, and Sonic Forces, man, I'm actually looking forward to that. I don't know if it's a day one for me. Mario Odyssey is kind of looking for like a day one for me. I just need something.
If I had a Switch, I'd buy that day one for show.
Yeah, but it's honestly the reason that I'm looking forward to it. I just need a reason to justify this fucking Switch. Like, I need a reason. For me personally, like my kids love it, and I guess that should be all that matters. But like right now, like I need a reason for me. Like, why do I need the Switch? You know what? I guess it's stupid to say, but still, like, I just want something like where it justifies it. Like, you know, it's I don't know. It's
if you're not really a platformer guy or RPG guy, I don't think you're ever really gonna find that game that just hits home for you. You have 2 consoles that does that already, bro.
Yeah, no,
honestly.
Yeah. JRPG, man, if you're logged in, man, just I can't get into Skype like main menu, man. Just hit me, call me.
Let me ask you more about Cuphead. What power-ups do you use, like Super Charm or
all right,
boost?
Good shit. Okay, I am the type of gamer where you're talking about the shit you buy at the shop, right?
Yeah. What do you use?
Okay,
to help you.
I haven't used anything, and I am the type of gamer, and call me crazy, I will avoid spending my money until I literally pull every last strand of hair out of my head. Okay, Jeremy just calling me. Yo.
Hey, is it working?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro. Black Metal Gamer, you still there?
Uh-oh.
Hold on. How the fuck is there 2 calls?
Oops.
Hold on. How do you merge calls? Hold on. I'm gonna hang up. I'll be right back.
All right.
Yo, my bad. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
How the fuck do you merge calls on this shit?
Okay, Retro Bro, can you hear me? To equip your shit, you gotta be in your hub world. You press Y to bring up like the equipable menu, and you can equip your secondary weapons, your charms. Now, here's a very important charm you all should probably have like early on. You want the smoke charm. What it does is it makes your dash. If you use your dash in like the animation motion, you're partially invincible. Think of like the dodge in Dark Souls. So like if a projectile comes towards you or an enemy, you hit dash, you zoom past them, and you disappear like in a poof of smoke. That's what I use, and it helps out tremendously. But yeah, that's what I've been using. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Oh, okay. I was at the end of the level too, motherfucker. I'm struggling on this World 3, man. That Bumblebee boss is harder than a dragon. Like, are you serious? That dragon was a cunt. I don't know if you beat Dragon, but
No, I'm still on World 2.
yeah, you're gonna hate Dragon. Dragon's gonna piss you off. He pisses everybody off. For the majority, he's the notorious enemy. He's basically the Ornstein and Smo of Cuphead. Souls fans would get it. They're like, what the fuck? What the hell is that?
I'm trying to see how I can get JRPG in here. He was just calling me. I don't know how the fuck to merge call. I don't ever use Skype.
Yeah, Skype's kind of turd sauce. It'd be the easiest. Does he have a PS4? If we all just got on party chat and live stream, like on if someone just played a random game and hit that share button, that'd be easy too.
Yeah. Fuck,
It'd be boring though. You'd look at a still screen.
We're all fucking here, man. I'm trying to man. I don't ever fucking use Skype. You know what, man? I gotta fucking Google this shit. I'm gonna read. It's all good. Hey, but no,
John.
To answer your question though, man. All right, here's the thing. When it comes to power ups and shit, I save my money.
You have to add him to the call. Hold on, let me figure it out. I'll figure it out. Can you do all the calls live? Anyways, go on. What'd you say, dude?
So when it comes to the power ups and shit, I haven't used anything. I'm still on the basic fucking things. Period. That's just the way I roll, man. I won't buy shit until I literally pull every hair on my head and figure it out. God damn it, Kamikaze, there's a green add button. Where the fuck, man? Look, man, I don't fucking use this shit, dude. Like, ever. Yo.
My apologies. Skype is janky. I found out a way. Hold on. Let me invite him.
All right, cool.
Add to call. Here we go. Here we go. Hopefully he's on my friends list. I think he is. What's his name under here?
David something.
David Powell?
Yeah, there you go.
Oh god, I just gave away his secret identity. Oh no.
No, he's pretty I think he's pretty cool about it.
I gave out the YouTuber's secret identity. What? Sauce.
Hey.
Yo, what up, dude? Everybody knows who you are now.
Oh well, it doesn't matter.
All right, man. So
I
fuck.
found it, John. There's a green add button. That's funny.
How come the fuck I don't have that shit, man? Maybe I'm like not updated like on the latest. Maybe I have like Skype like 0.001.
I'm using mobile, dude. Mobile. You know what's weird? Mobile's more advanced for like simple shit with apps than PC is. PC's just more advanced with gaming, it seems.
Probably so. Well, yeah, I assume so.
Yeah. Cuphead's really getting around. A buddy of mine, he's like a big Nintendo guy, and he's very interested in Cuphead.
Well, it's tough titties for him, man. He's not going to be able to play it.
I mean, he wants to buy it. He's probably going to buy it on Steam. It's also coming to GOG pretty soon, from what I've heard.
Yeah.
Cuphead's locked as an exclusive for Xbox. Like, the company's not, an Xbox exclusive first-party studio, but this Cuphead is to stay on for console-wise, only on Xbox. So it ain't coming to PS4 or Switch, which is a shame. It seems like it'd be perfect on the Switch because of the co-op, the local-only co-op.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I felt like stupid. I mean, I should have got it on PC, man, because apparently on PC, there's a workaround where you can play online co-op, and apparently they're gonna bring that on Xbox too. But apparently you can do it now with like a workaround.
They're gonna patch it soon. The devs are working on it, so there is online. That's coming. They're not done with this. Like, they're gonna add things. I think. Like, I don't know. I'd like to know what future things will happen for these devs. whether it's sequel or add-on modes. I'd like a boss rush mode. Like if you beat the game, just fight boss one throughout, in a rush mode for like an extra achievement. Be hard as fuck, but it'd be fun.
Yeah.
Oh, BMD, did you download that Metroidvania game that's coming out soon? That whatever it is that I told you about.
No, I don't PC game, unfortunately. My shit's too weak.
I think it's on PS4. I'll have to search for it.
If it's on PS, oh yeah, I usually buy. There's actually a new PS4 game by Way Forward. It looks like the witch bitch from the Cotton series.
Yeah, that's it.
Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll get that soon. I need more money. I spent it on this, and I'm kind of booked right now in backlog. But yeah, it kind of reminds me of that witch game I reviewed, Momodora, which is another good Metroidvania game. Just kind of on the short side.
Yeah, indies have been getting a lot of interesting lately, and oh wow, there's another Street Fighter 4. I mean, not Street Fighter 4. Derp. Street Fighter 5 version. It's the Street Fighter 5 Arcade Edition announced.
Oh, if they do that, I will fuck all. No, they bet.
Hey, it's free for if you own the disc or digitally, you get the update free. So we're good.
Okay, all right. I was about to say, man, I'm about to fucking lose it at this point.
Capcom learned their lesson. Finally, it took like a bunch of shit. It took like Marvel versus Ultimate Marvel versus Capcom 3, and then Ultra Street Fighter 4. Ultra Street Fighter 4 really angered me because I bought Super Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition, which is the third one.
Yeah, I bought the final innovation of it, but yeah, I mean, I tell you, man, if Capcom does this shit with Infinite, man, I swear to God, I mean, I'm still on the fence about them. I'm hoping they're gonna be good and play nice. But if they do that shit or pull this shit, like, I'm officially out. I'm officially done.
Yeah, it says that. Yeah, only the original version is all you will need. I don't know how the update's gonna work though.
I swear, any company with com needs to be substituted with cum, like Comcast is Comcast or Capcom, because all they do is come in your ass and you still take it like a whore.
Yeah, well, they should give Mega Man to somebody because they're obviously not gonna make a new Mega Man game.
Have Yacht Club Games do it or Way Forward.
I don't know. I don't think too many people are checking for like a new Mega Man game. I think we've already kind of just accepted the fact.
There's a unique fan base.
Oh no, I agree. I agree to that. But also, I think like if it just never happened, I think people would just be accepting the fact like it never happened. You know what I mean?
I've said this many times to friends on YouTube and on like gamer chats and shit. Like, I'm good. You know, how many Mega Man games do we have? God damn it, like 50? I mean, do we really need more? Holy
exactly.
Shit.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, if it never happened, I don't think like it would like really ruin anybody's vibe or day. Like, you're like, hey, you know what? We're not gonna do it. But I think like, at the same time, like people do look for it and check for it.
Toss my salad and eat my sauce, dick. You fuck. Sorry. I beat this hard level in World 3. Perfect run, no hits. That's my first achievement. Oh my God.
I did that shit with the frog boss.
I never got hit. I never got that. Give me an A+, motherfucker.
You should stream BNG. I would watch.
I have to do it on Mixer on my Xbox because they don't have Twitch or YouTube. I'm good, dude. Mixer, you can't watch Mixer on your mobile device. It's broken. It has to be watched on your Xbox or PC, and I get no views. I'm good.
Well, you can. You don't have to just stream to YouTube. They have I think it's Twitch, and I forgot what other thing that.
No,
PS4
the new
has.
update they eradicated Twitch from streaming.
That was a terrible move. That was a terrible move. That was a terrible move.
Mixer is so proprietary. That's like, hey guys, watch my content on Daily Motion. Ain't nobody got time for that.
I mean, if
Who even uses that anymore?
I mean, it's like, I mean, you're like, yeah, exactly. You're comparing like YouTube to like fucking Daily Motion. Who gives a fuck? Like, I mean, everybody's going to YouTube for a fucking reason. It's fucking YouTube.
Oh, this will make you feel old. AOL Instant Messages going away December, I think 15 or something.
Who else uses that except for the people on fucking To Catch a Predator? Nobody else uses AIM other than if you're like trying to be confronted by Chris Hansen.
People in North Dakota.
Exactly.
People that live in North Dakota.
Exactly.
Or Wyoming.
That's my point. That's usually the fucking To Catch a Predator motherfuckers.
but it shows you that times are changing. We got Twitch and all over whatever people are using now, Twitter and Facebook and everything else now.
I'm not a social media guy by any fucking means, man. I just don't subscribe to it. I feel weird even using it. I'll use it. Don't get me wrong. I have it. But like when I communicate with people via like sending messages like on a picture, like, hey, look at my kid. And I'm just like, I'm sorry. I don't care. Like, I don't care, you know? I do it every once in a blue moon. Don't get me wrong. But just social media, it just feels so abstract and weird for me to like be a part of it.
It's just, I don't understand why people have to get on there like every day to do something. I mean, YouTube is fun for me, just chatting with with you guys. That's the only reason why I do it. But like getting on Facebook every day, I don't do it.
No,
the only reason I created.
I have my field day on that site.
No, yeah, but you post some funny ass shit sometimes, man. You post some funny ass shit.
I use it to troll and be an asshole, to be funny. I don't use Facebook as my diary.
Yeah, well, other people need to get the fucking memo.
Like I post majority funny. I'll post maybe a serious meme once in a while, like about the Las Vegas shooting. I posted a meme in the question, but for 90%, it's comedy, gaming, pop culture, movies, or just funny jokes. I don't post a picture of like, oh, it's me and my cat's anniversary. I love her so much.
Yeah, yeah.
Anniversary of owning my cat. What was I going to say about Cuphead? One more thing. Oh, all the run and gun levels, take note. If you beat all the run and gun levels without using your weapons, don't kill anything. Just play it Mario style. Like if you don't have a fireball, you unlock black and white mode, like a black and white filter. So it looks like a really old cartoon, like from the 20s. Mm-hmm.
Okay, that sounds okay. Well, that sounds pretty fucking impossible. But I mean, it's not impossible, but god damn it, I don't think I could do that.
I'm gonna do it because I want the achievement.
Okay, yeah, I just found the game. Yeah, it's called let's see, can't even pronounce it. Aegis Defenders. Yeah, it's coming to PS4 this winter. I think that was the one I was telling you about.
Do you know about Chasm, right?
I think so.
Chasm, CHASM. It looks like a straight up Symphony of the Night clone. That's been out for a while, but they kept postponing it. It's supposed to be coming to PS4. I don't know if it's on Steam yet, but I want it.
But I was going to ask you this for a while, BMG. I just hadn't had the time. Do you think Cuphead will save the Xbox One, or can anything save Xbox One at this point?
Well, Xbox is fine for the mainstream. I mean, a lot of casual people, they just want it for third party. It's not in any danger because they got the marketing on lockdown. But to be number one or to be a heavy contender, I don't know. We'll have to see for next year. But I would say games like Sunset Overdrive, Rare Replay, Master Chief Collection, and Cuphead are reasons to get an Xbox One. Because you're getting a lot of value.
No, yeah, agreed. And I mean, like, at this point, like...
Forza Horizon 3, too.
It's an American console for American gamers to a degree. It sells outside the U.S., but very scarcely. But even in its own backyard, it has so much competition. So, I'm sorry, man, but PlayStation's got this shit on lock worldwide. It is what it is, man. Argue facts if you want to, man. I love the Xbox One. I used to be a Microsoft fanboy. I still kind of am to a degree, but they've lost me, man. And I would literally like boycott PlayStation. I would hate them up and down. I had nothing to do with them. But nowadays, hell no, man. I'm literally there for the exclusives for that console, and that's why I pick up any console, man, or anything like that, man. I'm there for the exclusives.
Do you think they would have won last gen had it not been for the whole Red Ring of Death issue?
They did win.
Here's my theory.
They did win.
No, they didn't. They lost only. They're like, it's basically a tie, damn near. PlayStation won by like $250,000 or $500,000, but actually PS3 came on top just because of worldwide. But in America, they definitely won. Microsoft did. But here's my theory. I think all those returns because of the Red Ring and everybody did it. You multiply that by 1 million. Let's just say a minimal 1 million. I think they counted that as sales. So you never know. They might have finessed those numbers.
That's true.
Well, I wasn't using Doom Retro. I was just like like speculating if they can like get back into their game. Granted, the original Xbox didn't do as well as Microsoft have wanted, but they made me buy an Xbox console, the 360, which I never thought I would own an Xbox console ever.
That shit changed my life.
PlayStation just got that world appeal on lockdown. They've won every generation. Well, except 7th gen, because Wii U sold most hardware, but that was because of the Tickle Me Elmo hype.
But
like old people bought it and never played games.
But I don't think we'll see PS2 numbers ever again. The
Well,
Wii came close though.
The Retro Bros is as bad as Nintendo.
PS4 might come close.
Retro Bros is as bad as Nintendo do haters. But listen, I put out that fucking video of 4 reasons I hate the Nintendo Switch. Dude, I'm getting like legitimate, like, I mean, and people don't even watch the full video. I'm getting comments like, it doesn't have Netflix on it? What kind of gamer are you? You bought a console just to watch Netflix on it? I'm like, no, like that's not what I'm getting at. The whole fucking point, okay? And if you fucking fuck nuggets are watching this goddamn video, the whole fucking point of the video is, it's 2017. Why not put Netflix on your thing or your fucking new game console, okay? If Microsoft or Sony ever decided to put out a console and not have Netflix on it, there would be goddamn riots in the fucking street. There would be it would be like fucking Hurricane Katrina everywhere. In all states. All 50 of them at the same fucking time. I mean, seriously.
Switch doesn't even have streaming. And look at me, I'm pissed as fuck at Microsoft for taking away Twitch and not having YouTube on the fly streaming. But Nintendo gets a pass, and they don't have none of that. There ain't no streaming. There probably never will be.
But the thing is, like, Nintendo just gets a pass for that shit. Like, why is that acceptable? Everybody else is more than capable of this shit.
Nintendo's like the newest born child that's retarded. So like, you can do the dumbest shit, but still be loved and get away with it just because it's like just by default.
Well, you can stream, but I heard you got to go through some complicated shit in order to.
I'm talking about a share button, like, or a menu button, like Xbox has, or a share
they're
button.
not. No,
to do that.
Yeah, but why the fuck not? Okay.
Yeah.
Why the fuck not?
No.
I mean, I understand, but like that's not an acceptable. That's not like there's no like they're A, B, C, D, and all of the above is D. That's not even a multiple choice. It's not an acceptable answer. Like it's not even on the test. You understand what I'm saying? Like it's not even there. It's like, why the fuck are you incapable of doing something like that when everybody can do something like that? Oh, and it what pisses me off more, like I get like comments on that video like, I'm not even watching this shit. I got nothing to do with it. You bought a console to watch Netflix. Like, no, I did not buy a console to watch Netflix. It's the principle behind it. I could give a fuck less. I could give 2 squirts of piss less. It's the whole ideology of why the fuck isn't it there in the first place? Suck a fucking cock.
Nintendo doesn't want you even streaming games right now. They're so pissed at people for what reason, I don't know.
Dude,
and
man.
I'm pretty sure it
Yeah,
has
if you're
nothing
part of
to
the
do with
creators
it.
program, yeah. If you're not, you can. There's a gray area in that.
But I mean,
we made a video about it.
But we're in
still, there shouldn't be any gray areas. Fucking stream your preferred platform and embrace it because you're spreading the word about the console, and YouTube is the way of spreading the word for gaming.
But I mean, who is not gonna buy, or who is? All right, I think that is a better question. Who is not going to buy a Nintendo Switch because I seen so-and-so stream the game, I'm good, I'm not buying that? Who does that for anything? Who does that? Like, oh, I seen somebody stream a game. Most people watch people stream games because, like, they want to add to the community, to add their 2 cents and watch people play a game that they're enjoying and say, like, hey, you know, I enjoy this game too, et cetera, et cetera. Like, I think in their stupid, crazy little minds, they think that, like, by doing streaming is taking away a disservice from them putting out these quote unquote whatever 3 or 4 games they put out a year. That's what fucking keeps their whole industry alive. But still, it's just it's insane. It's fucking insane.
To me, go ahead. I was gonna say, to me, the game is partly relevant, but I want to watch, like, you know, you or BMG, I can't even talk. Whoever else it is that I like to watch stream. I mean, the game is part of the reason why I'm there, but I want to watch you, the streamer, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, exactly.
It's kind of like, okay, this is like arguing, you know, that show Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Oh, I love it.
It's like, well, then why watch the original movie? Why can I watch that show and watch them watch it? Like, you're watching them for the entertainment. You're not watching the movie they're watching.
Agreed, 100%. Good shit. That's a
Granted,
very
those
valid
movies
point.
are old as fuck, and they're like PE movies from like the 70s and 40s. It doesn't matter. You get my.
But
you get
granted,
my
I would
analogy.
never watch those movies. I would never watch those movies unless, like, you know, fucking they were watching it. I'll be fair, I'll be honest. But, like, when it comes to, like, video games, I think that's a different element. It's like, I can see someone playing something and enjoying it where I would want to enjoy that myself. And you can take that with a grain of salt.
Dude, wouldn't it be killer if they went to YouTube, those guys? They'd be genius. Mystery Science Gaming 3000, where they just watch, like, Let's Plays of Telltale, and they talk shit, or, like, Heavy Rain.
Nintendo will still rape their monetization, man, like, instantly.
They can just watch games like Gone Home, or fucking all those walk sims, and just talk shit.
Yeah.
I'd watch that.
Yeah. But I mean, you know, it's a conversation we've already had 100 times before with everybody, et cetera, et cetera. But I mean, I guess what it boils down to at the end of the day, it's just silly. It's just stupid. It's narcissism at its fucking finest. It's just retarded. That's the best way I can put it. And I can't speak on it anymore. It's just a bunch of retardation.
Have you been playing Forza Horizon 3? You own that?
I am a huge racing fan game in the old days. Not so much in the new days. I kind of play a lot of
You
race.
should take my word on this. Forza Horizon 3 is open world like Burnout Paradise, and it's very arcadey. I call it Cruise in Australia.
Those are
basically what
my
it is.
favorite type of ones. So then that's very interesting because call me crazy. One of my favorite racing games of all time. All right, fair enough. Is Need for Speed Most Wanted. Not that shit that came out later, the original one. The one that came out on Xbox 360, where, you know, you had to, like, get your BMW back, et cetera, et cetera. That game.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. I played that story mode over and over and over to level up, and you can, like, get the pink slips from the people that you were racing. That was just
that shit was cool.
Dude, that was an ingenious fucking game, dude. In my opinion, anyway.
Hell yeah, I agree. I don't like racing sims like Gran Turismo and like the mainline Forza. That's what I'm saying. The Horizon is the arcade version, and that's the real racing you should play, in my opinion. Forza Horizon 3 is fantastic, dude. You will have fun. It's like Cruising Australia meets Burnout Paradise, minus the crazy destruction. But like you could break signs for collectibles and jump ramps. Shit like that.
Is there any kind of like story element or anything like that, or is it just straight up like
very minimal? You just pick a character and, like, you know, male or female, and like certain brands or whatever of cars you like. But other than that, you just go around in the open terrain and you find races. You could find random races with online people, or find pinpoint. It's a big open world map with to do things, like a checklist. Like, oh, go here to race. Oh, here's some signs you could run over and break. Here's like the grand tournament. Do that to open up secret like locations on the rest of the map, and you're just cruising all over Australia, like through the beaches, the desert, the forest.
But there's like objectives to do in those things, right?
Yeah. When you go to certain points, but you can do whatever you want. It's just open. It's freedom driving. Like I said, if you played Burnout Paradise, it will feel kind of similar.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. That sounds pretty decent. The Burnout game, well, is that the same Burnout game where it was open world? Is that the first one, that Burnout Paradise? Was that the one where it was like an open world game?
It was on the 360. It was on Games with Gold a few months ago, actually. No, it's not the first one. The first one was straight track-to-track racing.
What was the first Burnout game that was like the open world game where you can like kind of like jump into races here and there? Was that Paradise?
I don't know, man. I haven't played much of the Burnout games. I played a few.
Okay. Yeah, because that was the one I remember, and I was like, I remember like the original Burning game, like before, I believe the one that which one that was the one that was online, that was the one where I kind of fell out of the Burnout Paradise. Whatever the one was before that, I loved just with the crashes and all that shit. That shit was so awesome.
But yeah, I know neither of you watch a lot of TV, but what do you think about companies pushing their own like subscriptions? Like CBS has that like all access, and I explained to my mom that new Star Trek series, I think it's what it's called, Star Trek Discovery or something, that started.
Don't
Go ahead.
give into it. Don't give into it. That's bullshit. Unless it's on Netflix or Hulu as an exclusive or Amazon Prime Video. If it's a TV show and it's like, oh, if you want the rest of it, go to like CBS, Stream Side, or HBO, I'm good. That's stupid. I think TV went downhill anyways, in my opinion, unless it's like on Netflix.
I just hate that each like network has their own thing that you gotta pay money for. I mean, it's stupid that it's on their service, and that really pissed my mom off because she's a big like Star Trekky fan, and they air. It's kind of like it's cheesy the way they did it. They aired the first like episode on TV. Oh, you want to see the rest? Come join our service.
Well, this is just the beginning roots of what's to become in the future. Everything's going to be a service, television-wise. There won't be cable. They'll just have to have like Comedy Central service or fucking,
Well, it was like
Fox or
Kamikaze
CBS.
was saying during his Street Fighter stream, until they get like sports online, that's the only reason to still have TV if you're a sports guy.
Oh yeah, sports is on lockdown on TV for sure.
Yeah.
But I mean, eventually it's not going to be that way forever, though.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. Like, I mean, that's just the world that we live in, guys. You have to understand, like, everything's going online. Everything's this, that, and the third. I mean, it's going to be almost, the malls will no longer exist. They just won't. I mean, everything is going to go online. I mean, it's just the world that we live in, man. And you know what's even scarier thought is, like, if that happened just to shut the fuck down, and we get into that world that we are and we're so accustomed to it, and it's just taken away from us, like shopping, et cetera, blah, blah, this, that, and the third. And that shit is just like, whatever movie you want to claim it to be, like where it just takes away your entire electronic devices. Like, man, I'm telling you right now, man, that's a scary thought. It's a really scary fucking thought.
I mean, to me, the only stores that wouldn't go away are grocery stores, because there's still some people that want to go, down to their local Kroger or whatever to get some.
And clothing shops. I mean,
yeah.
Some people need to try on shit to fit their body.
Yeah.
That's not going to go away.
I mean, to a degree, but look, I'm not talking about tomorrow. I'm not talking about next week. I'm not talking about next month. I'm not talking about in the next 5 years.
He's talking about 30, 40 years.
Exactly. 30, 40 years. I mean, come on. Let's be fair. Let's be honest. 30, 40 years, man. A lot of this shit is going to be kind of gone, man. I mean, it's just the world that we live in, man. It's going that way, dude. Honestly, it's scary as fuck to think about, man, because, I mean, if I wanted to, like, fucking buy bubble gum or et cetera, whatever, man, you got to, like, ride your bike down to the store like that. Those days are, like, no longer existent, It's kind of scary to think about, to be honest with you.
Yeah. It just shows how isolated we've become. Like, everything's just online. Click. Okay, I want it. Click. It's just, like you said, it's scary. Kind of a Terminator-ish, if you will, or
I don't do that shit, man. I mean, I still go to the store if I ever really. So did you guys? I don't really watch. I don't want to say that, but I mean, I'll catch his videos when I think he has an interesting topic. But like, do you see like Xander's new video about digital being like the new gaming, whatever, et cetera?
The gaming future.
Yeah.
Seen it?
Yeah. So I mean, I kind of already. I think everybody already kind. I mean, not to discredit him, but I think everybody kind of accepts like that's the way gaming's going to be, right? I mean, come on.
There's many hardcore collectors, the physical collectors, that will like refuse to believe that. Like, no, it'll always be
okay, but give them 10 years. All right, we're not talking right now. Of course, there's the backlash, right? In 10 years, does that really even make sense for anybody to think like it's not? Listen, are you physically gonna go stand outside of a store And the lines will be much shorter in 10 years, I will assure you. To get a new game where you can just have it, click a fucking button, and it's already downloaded the day before, and it pops up on your console at 12 a.m. because it's there. Dude, I'm sorry, man. That's the world we live in, dude. There is no more.
The main reason they're doing is so you can't resell that shit.
Well, there are companies who do that, like fucking Green Man Gaming. If you know, Green Man Gaming sells keys. PC gaming keys. So like if you are done with that game, you can resell your key back to them, and they can give it to someone else.
You can refund your game when you're done with it. You could resell the license if you're done with it.
Yeah, exactly. And Green Man Gaming does the same thing. Like if you know what, you're done with that game, you can sell the key back to them, and they'll give you a very small price or whatever back to your credit on your thing to buy like another game, et cetera, et cetera. But like, it's still an option. It's still possible.
But
I think there'll always be a room for both. I think the majority might be digital, but there'll still be a small handful of things that are still physical, like whether it's books, movies, albums, DVDs, games.
Okay, let's take it further though. Let's take it past 30 years. Let's take it. All right, I'm gonna go crazy. Let's take it 130 years. Let's do it 130 years.
Dude,
now,
be around that long?
I'm dead. I'm dead.
Out.
I'm dead as fuck. I'm dead in like the next 20 years if I keep drinking and smoking the way I am. Okay.
I honestly, I don't mean to be dark. I think 2000. I think this century is probably the last, if not the next one's the finale. That's just me, though.
Well, all right, fair enough. Okay, let's just say, let's just escape reality for a minute, okay?
Hypothetically, okay.
All right, 130 years from now, and I know that seems like a very short time, but in our retrospect of like, you know, how technology progresses so rapidly, let's just go out 130 years. Can you not at least fathom the idea of literally like a cyberpunk universe? And it doesn't have to be like, you know, some kind of nuclear fallout or anything like that, like we've seen in video games, but like, you know, same way that we live right now, and our kids, and they're in our age or maybe a little bit older, or their kids like maybe in their preteens, et cetera, et cetera. Don't you think like the aspect of like, you know, everything online, et cetera, et cetera, don't you think that like it's a very realistic world for people to live in?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like I said, very isolated.
I mean, it's kind of a scary thought, but I mean, still, it's like, I'm sorry, but I mean, that's where we're progressing. I mean, it's scary for me to think like where we're at in society. I mean, to think how like we interact and stuff like that. I mean, you know, accustomed to like how I grew up, man. It's completely like a 180, man. And to think about like, you know, a 180 from like, you know, from our age, from we were born to like in the future and our kids and shit, like, that's just crazy, man. It's fucking crazy, dude.
It's badness.
I don't know, man. It's just there's random thoughts that I have every once in a while, but
it's scary. That's what it is. It's gonna get worse.
Yeah, I mean, not worse, but still, I mean, you know, but you know, it's just like there's just no more human interaction anymore, man. I mean, nobody talks to one another. Everybody's just focused on their phones. I mean, like back in the day, like, you know, just fucking going out. I mean, nowadays, like I won't even allow my kids to go outside and shit, dude. Like there's so much shit going on in the world. It's scary, dude.
It probably like the Jetsons and shit. We had like robot maids and just press of a button. Oh, here, food's ready. Here you go.
Or jerk me off.
I'm not even worried about technology. I'm more worried about the mindset of like the AI and people running the world of the future. Is it going to be SJW fest where any bad word puts me in fucking like force field jail? Fuck that shit,
dude. That's a good fucking
world I want to live in.
That's a good fucking thought, dude. Listen, I was driving to work today, and I have the fucking picture. I'm gonna show up on the screen. I took a picture. All right, I took a picture, and the picture is, I gotta pull it up. Hold on, give me a second. Okay, where's my camera at? The picture says, you can't see it. Fuck it. But it says men working. It's a fucking, you know those triangle things they put out like on the highway?
Right, yeah. A construction warning
Give that
sign.
shit.
Why is it men and women working?
Exactly.
Men, women, and trans and pansexuals working. You cis privileged white power male fuck.
Give it a fucking week and a half or a month. Okay, it's gonna say like humans working. people at work.
There you go.
No, there was fucking men, okay? They had dicks, they had balls, okay? They were fucking men. They had fucking cock, all right? I'm not gay. I'm just saying, I know they had a cock. I'm fucking very well of understanding when I see a structure that this person has a cock or he doesn't have a cock, okay? I'm just saying, I'm not looking for the cock. I'm just saying, I understand by the way that you're picking up trash on the side of the road, I'm pretty sure this guy has a cock. You get what I'm saying? Why are we... They're clearly fucking people who have dicks and balls. Why the fuck are they not allowed to be called men? I guarantee you, fucking 3 or 4, 6 months from this shit, it's going to be human beings working. And it's always going to be...
It makes them shut up. I don't care. As long as they shut up. It's better than the shared bathroom bullshit. Like, it should all be one bathroom.
And it's probably going to be Caitlyn Jenner, because I don't know how much work she's going to get further than this. But still,
Caitlyn Jenner... She still needs a Switch game. Caitlyn Jenner Switch. That'd be a funny marketing idea.
Oh, I don't know if you guys read a lot of news. Oprah Winfrey's probably going to be running for president in 2020. I'm like, oh,
everybody's running for fucking president in 2020. Kanye, The Rock. Oprah Winfrey, apparently. I'm running for president. Hey, Kamikaze Soundwaves is running for president in 2020.
I'll vote you.
I'll vote for you, man. You got my vote.
The men I was talking about outside picking up litter are apparently running for president collectively, with their cocks out for Harambe.
Prepare yourself for Airplane Boss, World 3 Cuphead, the Tin Man. Fuck him. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I mean, but if these celebrities think they can be president, they're freaking high, man.
Well, look, man, I do like Donald Trump.
Let's be realistic. Do we even need a president at this point, or should it just be like we be run by the Senate and the electives?
Well, that's what it is in the that's what it is in the first place.
The president's like the podium fucking child.
Exactly, he's the face. He's all it is. He is the face of the country. That's it. Like the Senate and
it's fucking dumb. It's outdated.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I completely agree. It's the Senate, and that's it, man. I mean, and whatever you want to call it.
He's the face. Why do we need him to sign shit?
He can't really sign shit. I mean, he can pigeonhole shit, but that's probably about it.
Well, it's just because it's legal, just because I signed it. Yay.
But look, man.
No politics, please. No politics. I mean, Facebook is full of that.
I mean, I just want to bring it up just for shits and giggles.
Oh yeah, for the balls for sure. It is a fucking shit show. It's funny.
Yeah.
I mean, personally, I'm like Kamikaze. I could give two fucks less, but I'm just like all these celebrities running for president. I'm like, oh my god.
Thanks, Ronald Reagan. You started that can of worms, fucker. You kind of like really wrecked it too, if you think about it. Like the '80s were kick-ass. People are like, "Oh, back when Ronald, that's when America was great." I'm like, yeah, but he signed deals, and then the fucking ladder effect that fucked us.
I'm not sure who. Retrobo says POTUS, whatever that means.
Oh, you don't know what that stands for, man? That's the fucking president of the United States, sir.
Oh. Yeah, but only thing he does is has the ability to like veto something. I don't like it. Nope.
I mean, to a degree, yeah. I mean, the president can implement things, and like BMG said, man, it's too much shit.
Yeah. But there's certain times.
Twitter and Facebook is littered with politics. It got me like sick of it because I was all like during 2016, I was pretty about it, but I was like,
yeah.
I'm over it now. I'm like, it's annoying. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Well, 3 things you shouldn't talk about.
It's religion and politics. What's the third thing?
Money.
Well, actually, 4 things. You shouldn't ask a woman their age.
Or
you shouldn't assume if they're pregnant. It's pretty bad.
Capcom. I want to throw Capcom in there.
5 things.
Just for fun. Just fuck them. By the way, fuck them.
Is not a shadow of their former self, if any. Like all companies have had stumbles.
That's a good question. Who has really stood? Or that's a good fucking question. Who has really stood the test of time? Since, like, let's just call it from. And can I go back to the 80s? Is 80s acceptable, or is that too fucking far back?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine.
Are you talking about game companies?
Yeah, let's just go game companies. 80s test of time. Who has stood the test of time from the 80s? You gotta be fair. You gotta be honest though. No sugarcoating it.
I have to say Nintendo, because Capcom started in the 80s, so is Konami, but they're fucking garbage right now, man. Like, I can't really give them props. Tato's gone. Data East is gone. Activision is not.
Data East.
They've been around since the beginning, but fuck Activision. I mean, the only thing they got good going is Destiny.
Well,
that's really all I
will kind of side with them a little bit, but no, fair enough.
Yeah.
You mean overall? I'd have to say Nintendo. That's Nintendo and Sega. That's it.
Yeah, but Sega only really. They used to be king of the hill, but they did too much shit too fast, and they look where they are now.
Yeah.
Their Yakuza games are kick ass.
I mean, Sega still, but even still, like they struck a chord. That chord still stands. People still respect them. People still buy their products, and
their arcade
we're
games
still
are still huge.
Yeah, exactly, and they do a lot of arcade shit too. Apparently, arcades are not big here in America, but over there, overseas, in the East, or the Far East, or the West, wherever you want to call it, they're a big fucking deal over there. A huge fucking deal.
Well, let me ask you guys this. Much like, how Nintendo was with Mario, do you think Sega would be who they are today had it not been for Sonic?
That's tough to say.
I don't know.
Probably not, because they had a mascot contender. I mean, it was aggressive.
Sonic's still big, like, right fucking now. Like, I mean, we were just talking about fucking Sonic, and we were talking about Sonic, the Mania, exactly, etc.
Forces. So yeah, if they never made Sonic, it might have been tougher for them. But they had a contender, and those games were gold back then. They were neck and neck with like games like Mario 3 and Mario World. Like, people argued all day that it was better because it was faster, had more to it. Mario was a slow, fat fuck plumber. So, I heard this shit as a kid.
Yeah, it's funny. Their previous mascot is nowhere to be seen. Alex Kidd.
Oh, Alex Kidd, yeah, he's not a good mascot. I'm sorry, fellas. He's weak
dust
sauce.
in the wind.
Alex Kidd sounds like the kid that was on To Catch a Predator who caught the predator. We used our decoy Alex Kidd. We used our decoy Alex Kidd to capture so and so. I don't know, man.
I'm not a big Alex Kidd fan. I tried to get into it. I'm not feeling it. It aged like milk.
Yeah. No, man.
And he looks too much like Master Higgins. He looks a lot like Master Higgins. Like,
he was just an ugly mask. I mean, look, Sonic was whatever you want to call it, man. He was fucking cool as. I mean, you can call me what you want, man. Sonic was cool as fuck, dude. I mean, Sonic didn't give a fuck. He'd give you the finger while eating a chili dog, and he'd fucking like smack your mom in the face. He was just cool. He had attitude, and then he had like Amy. Like, he had this girl that liked him, but he didn't really give a fuck. That even made him cooler, dude. Like, man, fuck that bitch. I don't got time for that shit. He was a cool fucking mascot, man. He was really cool. He didn't got time for that shit, man. He's young. He's fucking doesn't give a fuck, man. He's all about fucking adventure, etc., etc. Mario's like,
wait a minute. Fucking... Was Sony around in the 80s? I believe they were, right?
I mean, yeah, for like TVs and DVD or VCR players.
You can't count them in because they didn't enter gaming till the 90s, so they're exempt. If they made a game in the 80s, I'd vote them number one of holding the test of times. But right now, I have to say Nintendo and Sega. That's it. Capcom does not hold that anymore. 90s Capcom, if they continued that direction, then yeah, for sure they would have hold that candle. Same with Konami, but they both fucked up.
But let's talk about Capcom on like a financial standpoint. Do you think all right, escape whatever your thoughts are. Do you think now, obviously they're releasing games 2017 from the 80s, do you think they held the test of time? Like money wise, like, you know, as a brand wise, or et cetera, et cetera?
No, they're actually pretty broke. Marvel versus Capcom, the Infinite, got funded. The money they put into it was less than half what they put into Street Fighter V. Their budget was half. It was basically the DLC money they put into Street Fighter V. That game was on a low budget, and they cut the DLC characters from the main game to make their money back, or to make a profit. I've heard all about this on the podcast. And on some like other numerous reports. Like they're in financial trouble, dude. And Resident Evil 7, I loved it. I thought that was like their comeback. They didn't make the money they expected to make on that game, and they sold like 4 million copies, 5 million. Like, what the fuck? Like,
that's really
too high.
That's kind of disappointing too, because like that game was really fucking inventive, different, and good, and a callback, and et cetera, whatever you. I mean, you can keep going on the list down, whatever. But that's really disappointing to hear, though, man. Because I got nothing but disdain for Capcom. Don't get me wrong. But no, it's kind of disappointing to hear if that's the case. Like, I mean, Resident Evil 7 was really, really fucking good, man.
And speaking of RE7, I think there's some kind of like RE7 Definitive Edition or some shit like that.
It should be coming towards the holidays. And remember that Chris Redfield DLC got pushed back to the winter. I don't know what happened with that, but it was supposed to be in spring when it was first advertised.
Well, let me ask you guys this: since we're in what I like to call the 60-40 thing, why buy the launch version of, let's just call it Game A, when you can just wait like 6 months or a year and buy the definitive edition with all the DLC and stuff included?
Well, you're taking a gamble, though.
Companies.
Exactly.
It's about what companies a game makes.
And that's why everybody has strayed away from Capcom, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Like, no one has the trust in that. I mean, they've done it before. They say they won't do it, and then they say they won't do it, and then everyone's bought it, and they're like, hey, you know what, you competitive people who are all about this fucking game, guess what? You got to buy this shit again. That's why I didn't fucking buy into it, man. I'm a huge Marvel vs. Capcom fan. Huge. I mean, I played that shit in arcades like a motherfucker, man. I played the fuck out of it. I was obsessed with that fucking game.
If they re-release it on PS4, would you buy it?
Like re-release? What do you mean?
Two, yes.
Like a different?
No, because I own it on PS3.
Yeah, if they release on PS4, would you buy it?
Marvel vs. Capcom 2?
I don't think it's that great of a fighting game, anyways. I think it's
I was
like a remastered version.
Yeah, of 2, yes.
No.
You wouldn't? I think I'd be.
Street Fighter Alpha.
Call me a bitch. I'd be a bitch.
That's my favorite fighting game of all time. If they release Street Fighter Alpha 3 remastered with online play for $40, I'd buy that digitally, because to me that's the best fighting game mechanically and fun wise of all.
Really? You think
Alpha?
You think Alpha
2 is like a button mashing bullet hell shooter of a fighter? I don't know.
I don't know about. Look. I won't say that you're wrong, but I won't say like I won't stand by that one.
Like, people pick the Sentinel and Iron Man on fighting. There's like bullets going everywhere, and it's just fucking like crazy shit. It's not really a technical like me versus you fighting game. It's like a bunch of weird shit going on. That's always how I felt about those games.
Marvel vs. Capcom 2 specifically, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't find it really that skill based. I find it. I mean, it takes skill, but to me, most of my opponents, it's like luck. It's about just the crazy-ass projectiles you're shooting, all the supers you're combining. It's too over the top. That's just me, though.
I mean, I agree to disagree and agree to agree, whatever, however you want to put it, but I played that game in the arcade, and I strategize, et cetera, and I don't know how, like, you were playing with, like, other people, like, you know, player versus player. Player versus com, I can completely see that. But player versus player, you could span that shit all day if you wanted to and think that shit would work. You'd be fucking found very, very in the losing position by thinking that shit was going to work. People would, I mean, I'm telling you right now, player versus player, people are fucking crafty as fuck at that game. And that's just my experience with it.
Fair play.
But there was another point I was going to bring to this shit. Fuck, I got lost in track of it. The JRPG. What was the last point you brought? There was something in there, I think. I was going to say.
Yeah, we were talking about Marvel vs. Capcom or remasters or something.
Oh, Marvel vs. Capcom 2. All right, so that was the point. If Marvel vs. Capcom 2, like a complete remake, all the characters, it was not like just a sprite update. Like there was like even like more intricate like versions of like the mechanics and et cetera that would like fix maybe your issues, BMG. Like what do you think about something like that? I think that's a really oh man, dude, I'd be down for that shit. Would you be down for that?
Yeah, if it's cheap on PSN for like $5 or $10, but I already own it on PS3 digitally, so I'm not worried about it.
No, but what I'm saying is like there's a remaster, like even like remasters, like not only the sprites but like the mechanics, et cetera, et cetera.
Not really. I'm not really big into that franchise, bro.
Fair enough. I'm not going to stress anymore. But
like I said, my favorite Capcom series is probably Darkstalkers and Street Fighter Alpha.
Yeah. All right. No, that was it. Okay. That's what I want to get to. You say like Street Fighter Alpha. Street Fighter Third Strike. Where does that stand with you, BMG?
I only played it vaguely at the arcade. Something about it didn't draw me in. I can't say much about it. I mean, I need to play more of it. I kind of skipped that one.
Interesting.
I know, crazy.
No, I love that. I think that was one of the best fighting games.
I think because at the time, during that time it came out, Alpha 3 came out, and I was so balls deep in that game. I played that game for years.
No, I got you, man. That's how I was with Third Strike. So I loved all the Street Fighter early games like that. What system did you play Alpha 3 on?
PS1.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Yeah. The Alpha series was great, man. But man, Street Fighter 3. I mean, I played all of them, but Third Strike, man, I love that fucking series, man.
Why don't they make a Street Fighter Fourth Strike or something? I don't know. That'd probably be confusing though. That wouldn't make sense. Never mind.
Yeah. Street Fighter 4, Street Fighter 4 was great, and Street Fighter 5, man, Street Fighter 5. I mean, I know there's a lot of flack and shit, but I didn't hate it. I paid $20 for it. If I paid $60, I think I'd have been super pissed. But
I paid $50 for it, but I had a coupon and a promo thing to get it for $50 at launch, so I didn't feel too bad because I kind of got it cheaper. And I played it for mostly online fighting, so I was like, whatever. I kind of knew what I was getting myself into. I knew it was missing modes and shit. That was my bad. But at least it's updates for free, so
where do you classify yourself as a fighting game person? Like, do you love that genre as like a really close thing to you? Like, do you love fighting games?
No, I used to when I was younger, not anymore. Not as good at it. My reflexes are off, and I don't have time to devote fucking mastering every character and like every frame of an enemy to be competitive like that. I'd rather spend my time on other shit.
Yeah. No, fair enough.
Now, when it comes to remasters, I don't second guess myself if I absolutely want it. If I want it, I'm going to buy it day one, so I don't make the same mistake with Marvel vs. Capcom Origins and Marvel vs. Capcom 2 again. Of course, now we can't download it anymore. Of course, we can thank Disney for that because they own Marvel. So.
Well, you can go on eBay and
to make that like an asshole video of mine, like games I own that you can't own, like with a theme song. Because I have PT, I have Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah, fucking. I have beefy too, man. Yeah, you're right, man. I kind of. Yeah, that's a good fucking. You should do that shit, man.
I do a dance sequence and a theme song, like all 90s style.
Dude, you're gonna
Games
get.
that I own that you can't own. I'm gonna review it and your mom will get my bone. Games that I own that you can't own. Yeah, that'd be funny.
That's fucking classic, man.
Capcom and Disney would sit down and iron things out so they can get those back on PSN and Xbox
That's
Live.
another issue of the Capcom. They didn't have X-Men because they're salty about the movie franchise. They have the rights to the gaming portion. They can use the likeness in comics and video games for the X-Men, just not film. But they won't do it because they're salty because Fox owns it. So they're like, yeah, we won't do it. That game would have sold way more if X-Men were in it, let alone just Wolverine. Fuckers. Yeah. Watch it be the DLC like fucking whatever next year.
That's what I said. That's exactly what I said. There's the DLC is gonna be like, oh, all the X-Men characters, they're back. $29.95, bitch.
Games like we have Tekken 7, Mortal Kombat XL, and then the upcoming badass Dragon Ball game. I'm not even a Dragon Ball fan anymore since the 90s, but still, that game looks way better than Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. I'll just wait for that shit.
Yeah.
If I want my fix.
You need to watch Dragon Ball Super BMG. You don't know what you're missing.
I'm good. I've been there, done that. I don't watch anime, bro.
I look. I don't watch anime.
The only thing I watch was Castlevania.
No, I feel you. Look, here's the thing. I'm not into anime at all. Okay, the only anime you can classify me like that I'm into is Dragon Ball Z. I never watched Dragon Ball. I did watch Dragon Ball GT to a degree. Cowboy Bebop is another fucking amazing anime. It's so fucking cool and slick. But Dragon Ball Super, dude, I'm telling you right now, man, that shit has revamped. If you were you a Dragon Ball Z like thing? Is that what you're talking about, like Dragon Ball? You were in Dragon Ball Z?
Like the Frieza saga and Majin Buu. I watched all that shit in the late 90s.
All right, so Dragon Ball Super is fucking really good, man. It's really, really good. It basically takes all the.
I hear you guys talk about it on like your own podcast thing. I'm sure it is. I'm not into that thing anymore, dude.
No,
I don't have time for it, and I don't care.
No, I know. I completely understand. But man, it's really completely if you liked this shit before. It's kind of completely took it in that same direction because I think it got watered down after a while, and they've just completely revamped it. And to me, and it's my opinion. So if you're not into it, fair enough, completely understand. But I think that it's that series has done a really good job revamping this shit, man. It's really decent.
Cool.
So I'll say, man, it's after like 4:00 in the fucking morning where I'm at. And I still gotta go to work tomorrow, so fucking shit.
Yeah, did you want to drop it? That's fine. I understand.
Yeah, man. That's fine. Yeah, man. I'm out of here. Hey, man, guys, man, much fucking obliged, man. I really appreciate you guys coming on, man. It's been a fucking awesome time, man. But anyway, man, seriously, thank you guys.
Oh, you're welcome.
You guys have a good night, man.
You too, man. I'm gonna log off too. I'm gonna play this game. See you guys.
All right.
Later.
You should stream BMG. You would.